Way Up with Angela Yee. And listen, I know that today is Thanksgiving. And so, for some reason, though, it's so ingrained in us to celebrate Thanksgiving and then Black Friday the following day, right, Dan?
That's right.
But I also want to make sure that I'm really just celebrating a time for family and a time for being grateful, because I don't think that Thanksgiving represents what I want to celebrate, just because of the violent history of colonization and the problems that we have with that here. So there's so many different things that we can do to celebrate family, to celebrate love, to appreciate family and friends gathering, and some days off. So I just want to make sure that we're doing that, and it's a great time to give back also. So during the holiday, I know there's a lot of drives, a lot of things that we can do to participate. So I just want to encourage people to do that. And when we come back, let's shine a light in the spirit of giving back, in the spirit of celebration. 800-292-5150 is a number. Call us up and let us know who you want to spread some love to. Because I got some people I want to spread some love to. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And happy Thanksgiving. I'm here. Dan is here.
Yes, ma'am.
We are working. It's funny because everybody's texting me like, you're at work? You're working today? Yes, we're here. I like days like this because it's really very unbusy. But we want to do a really special Shine a Light. And I know, Dan, you share my sentiments.
Yes, I do.
We would like to shine a light on you guys. Everybody who is listening to us today, everybody who is preparing, whatever it is that they're planning to do to celebrate the day today. We appreciate you so much. Way Up with Angela Yee started in February, so it hasn't even been a year yet. And honestly, the only reason that I even was afforded this opportunity to be able to serve you guys is because of you all listening and supporting, and calling in when we have to talk about topics, reposting things that we talk about, paying attention, running up the numbers on YouTube, following us on Instagram, all of those things. We are so extremely grateful. I love when I'm out and about and I get to see people in person, in the flesh. People come up and ask me for a hug. All of those things really mean a lot to me, and it can really brighten up my day. So I couldn't do any of these things without the people who are listening. Does anybody recognize you, Dan?
No. That's okay, though. I'm not in it for any recognition.
Yeah, you're awkward anyway.
Thanks.
I don't know if that would work out, but let's see who you guys want to celebrate. 800-292-5150. Hello. Who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my mother and my siblings, my sisters, and my wife. I had a heart transplant in February, and they've just been holding me down ever since. Truly appreciate it, not just as family, but as good human beings.
That's amazing, Brandon. You had a heart transplant. That must have been really tough.
Oh, man. I got a second lease on life. I'm truly blessed.
All right. You are blessed. Well, shout out to them, because I know all that love and support helped you make it through.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you.
Hey, Jasmine. What's up?
Hey, Angela Yee. I want to shine a light on my husband, Andrew, because he's been doing the trucking industry for like 10 years, and we were struggling for a long time, but he was able to come back home and be home more with the kids and actually found something that's entrepreneurship, and he's happy with that.
Listen, ain't nothing better than when y'all been struggling together and you make it through to the other side.
Yes.
Jasmine and Andrew, how long y'all been married? For you and Andrew, how long y'all been married?
For like 13 years.
Okay, 13 is my lucky number, so I feel like this is going to be a good
year.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jasmine.
All right.
All right, well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150, in case you couldn't get through. And also today, we're going to be talking to Kenya Moore. Her daughter, Brooklyn, just turned 5. And so congratulations to her for that. Her daughter is so adorable and cute. I just remember her getting ready to have a baby. So to see that her daughter is 5 and her daughter's name is Brooklyn, I love that too. That's where I'm from. She'll be joining us today. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Everybody
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
So you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and it is time for Ask Yee. Any question that you have, I am here to save the day, to help you as much as I can. 800-292-5150 is a number. What's up, Renee?
Hi, what's up?
What's up? What is your question today for Ask Yee?
I wanted to know what I should do with a situation where a cousin that doesn't like me flew my kid out.
Well, how old is your kid?
19.
Okay. Now, why doesn't your cousin like you?
I don't know, she just do petty stuff. I unblocked her, and I unblocked her for the sake of my mother. My cousin wants a relationship with my son all of a sudden, so they secretly booked this trip.
Mm-hmm.
I overheard the conversation on speakerphone about them keeping it away from me.
And what did your son say when you asked him about it?
He was just kind of like, if I told you I was going to her, you would have said no. And I'm like, you didn't need to ask me. You just need to fill me in, not keep it a secret.
Well, here's the thing. Your son is 19, so he did make a decision of what he wanted to do as an adult. And maybe in a way, he thought that this could be perhaps him trying to help mend the relationship. I don't know what his reason was.
When the young adult lives with you and you providing for them, and you wake up one morning and you looking for them and you don't know what happened.
Oh, so he went out and didn't even tell you that he was going out of town.
Neither one of them. When she found out that I told him I didn't want him to go, that's when she called me screaming on me like, I don't want him to have a relationship. And I'm like, you sneaky. Like, this is the first I'm hearing that you booked him a whole flight.
You guys need to figure out how you can coexist because you are blood. And there's going to be people in the family that, you know, are sometimes it might feel like they're taking sides. I don't think your son was taking a side against you, but you need to talk to him about what made him decide to make that decision. And you also need to let him know why it hurt your feelings. Instead of being angry, this is more of a conversation. This is your son. And you never want to let an outside situation affect the relationship that you have at home with your child. So y'all both need to get your feelings out on the table because what you might think his intention was, he might have a whole different intention than what you think.
I had that conversation with both of them, and I barely got a word in when she called me, screaming on me over a trip she secretly booked.
And I understand that, and you're the parent, and she needs to know that she can't be trying to go behind your back and minimize what your authority is with your son. But as an adult, again, he did make a decision, and that's the main thing. What was the reasoning and the rationale behind his decision? And I really do hope that you and your cousin can come to some type of understanding because it feels like you're going to end up seeing her at family gatherings, right? I mean, it is holiday season.
Well, I have no interest in seeing either one of them, so.
I just don't want you to alienate yourself from everybody because of how much you are not getting along with your cousin. And I
think it's too late for that, Angela.
It feels like you have something in your head and you're not open to hearing other things. And sometimes you kind of just have to like, all right, look, I accept what it is you're saying. I may not agree with you, but let's figure out how we can move forward. I don't want you to just say, everybody's against me, it's over. Like, I think sometimes for the sake of the family and your relationship with your son, which is the most important thing here, you maybe need to hear what other people have to say. And maybe it's worth everybody having like a conversation to get their feelings on the table without accusing anyone of everything, just expressing how you feel and then coming to some type of...
I told her she needs to she invited my mother also. She got her money back. And so when she was arguing with me, she was trying to debate whether she should get my son's ticket refund at the same time. And I said, you need to get your money back. So she knows how I felt, and they just chose to do otherwise. So, I mean, they made a decision. They need to stick with it.
You know, I just don't want this to disturb your bond. And maybe this is something you and your son work on your relationship first with each other so that you can have an understanding and be stronger with that bond that you guys have before you worry about the rest of the family. You
okay.
know? All right, Renee, I want to just give you a hug right now. It feels like you're going through it.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck to you. And thank you for calling.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Well, that was Ask Ye. 800-292-5150 is a number in case you couldn't get through. You know, we love taking your calls and answering your questions, and we can do that even when you leave a voicemail. You can also go to our iHeartRadio app and use that talkback mic and leave a message there. But right now, let's get into Adorn by Miguel. When this song came out, this was my favorite song. Okay. Love some Miguel. Adorn is way up.
Vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here. And you know who's here with us?
Yes.
It's Kenya Moore Hair Care. Kenya Moore Hair Care. Hair Care. We had to do that. Yeah. Well, welcome, Kenya. Kenya.
Thank you.
Your hair does look good, too.
Thank you. Well, I had some help today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, listen, you got a lot going on, lady.
It's a lot.
There's also real issues you have now, even wanting to have a second child.
Yeah, it's a real issue for me because here I am at this big age. I had to have IVF, and I have enormous fibroids. I actually lost consciousness. I was telling you this story when I had my daughter. And
that's so scary, by the way.
It's so scary. It was so scary. And every time I went to the hospital, I didn't know if they were going to tell me she's gone.
Oh.
Every time. Literally, at least 8 times. I would go to the hospital
really
for an
scary.
emergency.
Yeah.
And it's stuff that they didn't cover on the show because they weren't there, for my pregnancy.
Right.
That was a struggle in and of itself. So to get to here, and she's thriving, and she's
so beautiful.
Right,
So
thank
pretty.
you.
Honestly, but she is amazing. Seeing y'all
Thank you.
twirling together and everything.
She's
such a cutie
special.
pie.
Thank
So
you.
cute.
Is she going to be able to still stay on the show? Because I know there were some discrepancies. So
I'm fighting that now.
Okay.
My ex-husband is fighting me in court. We could have been divorced by now, but when you sue someone for divorce, the custody of a child, a minor, comes into play. So we were very close, and then the last mediation, he wants to challenge my right to have the final say on her filming because he's now on a reality show.
Oh.
He's on a reality show? Mm-hmm. What show? What?
I don't know. He's filming a reality show.
I was like, wait, I haven't seen this show.
He's filming.
Is it an ensemble? Is it just him?
He won't tell me a lot about
so
it.
Does he want her on the show?
Yes. And so now that's what's causing the divorce proceeding to move forward because I'm like, that's what I sued you for custody for, is because you were trying to keep
her off
of Real
TV.
Housewives.
Yeah.
Now you want to be on a show now all of a sudden, and you need my permission for her to be on that show because I have final say.
Right.
It's just so much BS.
You have created a monster. He
I
wants
have.
to be on TV now.
Yeah, but everyone told me that.
I remember
before.
when he was just at Soko.
I don't want to
being
be
the owner.
yeah,
I used to go
Because
there.
Angela's like, I'll do this restaurant before. I was like,
Yeah.
And what about when it comes to, because now you have somebody new that you're dating. Now, this has also been some type of drama on the show, too, right? Just because he went on a date with Marlo.
He didn't. Let me explain that. It was not a date, girl. That was a meet and greet.
not a meet and greet.
They met before that. So some of this stuff, we have our reunion on Thursday. So
Okay.
some of this stuff is going to
Come
be
out.
clarified. But that wasn't when they met. They met in his restaurant through a friend that was there at the restaurant. But it wasn't a date to him. It was like they met at the restaurant. It was like a Chipotle.
Okay.
And
Chipotle.
it was a Mexican fast food
Establishment.
place.
Okay.
Down the street, and they both drove there, met there, had some fast food. Is that a date to you? Like, if that's your
But
standard
Kenya,
of a
would you?
date-
Kenya, would you? If it wasn't,
I don't even care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was so long
It was
ago,
long ago,
and,
yeah.
it didn't lead to anything. There was no. So it's like, what do I care? I mean,
Right.
but it was.
But
it was-
people were comparing that situation to you bringing up Martell and the DM.
I never said she shouldn't bring it up, but I think her mischaracterization
Of what it was.
of
It wasn't a date, is
It
what-
wasn't a date. Like, if that was a date, honey, your standards are really super low.
What's the difference between trying to warn somebody and quote unquote hating on a situation? Because I think that's what comes into play, right? Some people will be like, because in your head, you're just giving Sheree a warning about Martell. It's just
Yes.
that I'm just letting you know.
Yes,
girl.
because she
But
is my
some
actual
people-
friend.
And some people looked at it like, why are you trying to hate? So can
I'm
you?
not trying to hate. I told it, but what you didn't see is me saying I'm happy for you. It was no big deal, but I wanted it to come out of my mouth
Right.
because of my experience on the show. Y'all know what I've been through
Yes,
with
we
men and people accusing me of this and accusing me of that. I'm like, nope, you're going to hear it from me. And this is what happened, and that's all it was. And I pulled her to the side. I didn't have an audience. It was no big deal. And I even said, I'm happy for you. If you're happy, Sheree, I'm happy for Sheree. Because I really like Sheree.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Kenya Moore is here with us, as in me, and Jasmine Brand will be back with more. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Been Way Up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here with me. We are talking to Kenya Moore from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now let's talk about Sanya for a second.
Who?
Right, Well, you did host her fundraiser.
You did.
I did.
You
Yeah,
know,
I did.
which was a nice thing to do,
Thank
right?
you.
It's a nonprofit. It's a charity. It's for moms.
Yeah.
And so
It's a great charity.
How did y'all go left? Because
Well, you watched the episode
Yeah.
when she was talking crap about me behind my back, and it was the previous episode where I'm like, no, girl, you're calling me at the last minute. I will be there. I will show up for you because I'm a girl who always believes in charity. I always believe in giving back, especially when there's moms involved,
Yeah.
kids involved, young black girls involved.
Yes.
I am there. Everybody knows that. Check my track record. So when she called me and she needed me, I was like, I got you. I got there. I felt like she had a low goal. I was like, no, girl, 50,000. This is over here. This bag costs 50,000. Let's go.
you did good.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
did good.
You did.
She was
You-
like, this table right here, what we got?
And the fact that I donated more than anybody.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
And,
okay.
She was like, I started off 5,000.
and then I think my other company gave a donation too. So regardless, if it was $1, the fact that I just gave you my heart, I did something out of the goodness of my heart. And then the next week she turns around and was talking crap about me with Marlo. And it's not the first time that she's done it. She says she's neutral, but in my heart I was like, no, she's not, because I have all these other instances where I see that she's not. And I was like, okay, I'm cool on you. I've seen enough.
And you donated your time too, so that's
It's my
also
time.
it's also valuable
you know
for
how much
that.
I would charge
Right,
somebody for
exactly.
that?
Yeah.
Like, come on, you know.
Yeah,
When
I know
you
how it
show
is.
up, you know there's a check.
Yeah.
You know, I felt it was a really big slap in my face. And I really wanted, and it was other things that she had done that was, you know, for me, all these 1 + 1 + 1s are adding up. So I just said, this is not good for me.
Yeah, and
don't
sometimes you also don't know until you see the episode, right?
Yeah, I didn't know. Some things I knew, like off camera, some things that happened between us that I addressed earlier on at a lunch, I think, you know, when she was saying some stuff and wasn't supportive of me. And then it was the Portugal trip and some other stuff. And I was like, I knew those things had happened too. And I just said, she's just showing me time and time again that she is not team me.
Right.
And it's okay. And it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think she's a bad person. I just don't think she's a friend to me.
Now, what about Drew? One of the questions about Drew, and she was up here recently, is people feel like she's acting.
And scene.
Yeah, Kim's end scene.
Yeah, that's
What
tough.
are your thoughts?
I think Drew is really going through some things. I mean, obviously she's filed for divorce. She and her husband are constantly, you know, working on their marriage. It's unfortunate because I was really rooting for them. I really thought they were going to get back together. Like, because from last year, seemed like they were on the brink of divorce. And then this year they seem to be more pleasant with each other. He seemed to be more supportive. And then all of a sudden we get hit with the news at the end of the season that they're breaking up. And I was like, oh no. But I don't think that she's acting. I think that she's just trying to find her way. And it's a lot going on. And maybe because she's been a child actor, they're accusing her of that. But I don't.
What about the accusations about her and Ty Young?
Kissing.
Did you see the video?
Hold on, really quick. Hold on.
No.
Okay.
I mean, what video? Is there proof?
So listen. Okay. So did you see that the cameras were off, but they had like some little regular footage, and Candy and Drew were arguing about, you know, whether in fact she kissed Latoya a few seasons ago.
I know about that.
Okay, so Drew is holding 10 toes down to say that she did not kiss this girl. Did you see Drew kiss Latoya?
I mean, I think it was made clear at the reunion 2 years ago that Latoya said they kissed.
But did you see it?
I saw it. Okay.
I mean, it's confirmed.
I mean, I'm not the only one that said that, though. It's
Because
like
Candy
was angry because Candy's not a liar. I'm not a liar either, but Candy is known that she's not going to sit there and lie.
Right.
So
Right.
people challenge me all the time, but they don't challenge Candy. And so Candy's like, you going to tell me I saw...
Candy got so mad she
She
left the
very
room.
angry. They
Candy.
were mad at each other. It was crazy. They were like literally going at it.
But this
And,
gives context to this new kissing situation that Angela was asking about.
I don't know anything about that situation. I did speak to Drew about it, but I'll let her tell you her side of it. I wasn't there. I can't tell you about that.
All right. Well, thank you so much to Kenya Moore for joining us. If you want to see that full interview, you can check it out on my YouTube page at Way Up with Yee. And when we come back, that's when we'll be playing your messages for Last Word. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. And again, you guys, happy holidays. I know a lot of people are with friends and with family. You know, I like to say we're just celebrating being grateful for everything that we do have and not thinking about what we don't have, but just focusing on the positive. Again, if you are traveling, if you're somewhere right now, you got to come back. Just make sure that you give yourself plenty of time. Make sure you check. Have those apps on your phone so if there's delays, you know about it in advance because it is definitely one of the busiest times to be traveling. I know there's some Thanksgiving rain and snow forecasted for different areas. So depending on where you're coming from, it could be some issues. Y'all know I be watching the Weather Channel. So they said some areas of the country could see the worst weather conditions for holiday travel each day this week. So make sure you check in and be safe and be happy and healthy. All right. Again, you guys have the last word, 800-292-5150.
Hey, Yee. My name is Jay. I am a mail carrier in the city of Philadelphia, but I am actually trying to figure out if I should switch my career to being a police officer in the area of Philadelphia. But a lot of people have been saying pretty much not to do it. I wanted to know what were you guys' thoughts and what y'all think about, policing in Philadelphia, and if it is a good career switch or not. Have a great day, have a blessed one, and happy holidays, love.
Yo, what's up, Angela? I just like to shine a light on my damn self because I came from Charlotte, North Carolina to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But I came up here to change, and I made a change. And when I mean I made a change, I'm in the school system. I'm coaching football, I'm coaching basketball, I'm coaching doggone soccer. I never did that before in my life. But I'm up here making good money in the school system. So, mama, I'm all right.
It's showtime. Yeah, I'm about to tear it up.
You tapped in and Way Up with Angela Yee.
I want it now.